Hello students, welcome to the world of motion. Okay. In our day-to-day life, we see many objects moving around us, okay, or moving around different things. They could be direct evidences, like I see a bird flying in the sky, I see an insect flying, we are moving, okay. However, or maybe your blood is moving inside your veins and arteries, your lungs are moving up and down. Yes, as you breathe in and breathe out. So these are all direct evidences. I see a man walking, I see a ball being thrown or rolling, I see a stone flying in the air or anything. There are certain indirect evidences also in motion. Every day there is sunrise, there is sunset. Maybe you feel the breeze of wind. That is what? Motion. But can you see it? No, not really. So they are the indirect evidences. So we are going to study in depth as to what is motion and how can we study it in different ways. To understand motion, we need to first understand what is the state of an object. State of an object could be at rest, or the object is moving, or the object is changing its position with respect to time. Let's understand what does one mean by an object is at rest. If you look into the slide, you will see a football is placed at point A. The ball is not moving to point B. It is at rest. So if I compare the position of football at A, and where I say that this A is the origin point, then the position of the ball does not change if I am comparing it to the origin point, to the reference point. So I say that the football is at rest. Look into the adjacent figure. I see that the football has moved away from A, that is its origin point. So I could say that the football was in motion. Okay. Since this is a picture, you will not see that football moving, but maybe we can say that it has moved away from A. So there has been a motion. So over here I can say that the state of the ball was the position of the ball changes with respect to the reference point, which is that hashtag A, which I have placed it for you. Let me give you one more example. How does one perceive motion? Imagine you are in a bus, okay, you are a passenger in a bus, the bus is moving. You have a fellow person sitting next to you. Now for you, the fellow person sitting next to you is not in motion. You don't see that fellow person moving. He's just sitting next to you. However, if you try and look outside the window, you see that the trees or the vehicles on the roads, they are moving behind. Okay, so for you, they appear that the tree is in motion. For you, who is in that bus, traveling in that bus, your fellow passenger is not in motion. Whereas let's imagine there is a person standing under a tree and he is seeing the bus carrying you and your fellow passenger. The bus is moving, the passenger is moving, the tree is not moving. Okay, so this is what is motion. We perceive an object to be in a state of motion, an object to change its position if I am comparing it to some fixed origin, or if I am comparing it to a certain stationary object. Okay, so for you in the bus, the tree is moving because your comparison point would be the bus. For the person who is standing under the tree is stationary and the bus along with passengers is in motion. There are various types of motion, but always remember, whenever you are specifying motion, there is always a reference point. Let the motion be of any type, there would always be a reference point. Like, I am seeing an object moving from, say, position A to position B, or from north to south. So my reference point is fixed, and in respect to that reference point, the object seems to be changing its position. So I say that the object is in motion. In types of motion, in this lesson, we are going to talk more at length about linear motion, where an object moves in along a straight line. like a bullet fired from the gun. But other than that, there are few other types of motions like circulatory motion, where the object moves in a circular path continuously, or oscillatory motion, where the object moves to and fro like a pendulum going to and fro. Again, the reference point has to be there. In all the three types, there has to be a reference point to describe or to comment on the state of an object.